Horrors of pasteurized milk. Gauyatra. March 2012. Radhika departs. Care for cows in Vrindavana. CFC trustees Karmarupa Dasa, Hansarupa Dasa, Vraja Mohan Dasa, Hativalabha Dasa, Radha Govinda Dasa, Amit Dulani. Patrons Mahanahai Swami Maharaja. CFC staff Kesi Nisadana Dasa, Braja Gopal Dasa, Switzerland, Puri Maharaja Rasamandala Dasi, Radhapati Dasa, Syam Hari, Vijay, Ravi, Sukumar, Santosh, Tej Prakash, Ajit. Editor Karmarupa Dasa. Contributing editor, Rasamandala Dasi. Care for cows in Vrindavana is inspired by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, founder, Acharya International Society for Krishna Consciousness. Dear friends, Jayasri Guru, Jayasri Gopala, Jayasri Gomata. Careforcows.org. Care for Cows in Vrindavan is a charitable trust registered in India, USA, and Switzerland. The CFC staff Swami Sri Rajendra Das Ji Maharaj, who is one of the prominent organizers in the Gauyatra, said, "The cow is worshipable even to the worshipable deities of Braj, Sri Sri Shyamashyam." Krishna appeared here as a cowherd, Gopal, strengthening the Vedic culture of cow protection. But this culture is being weakened even here in Braj by the force of time. The purpose of this yatra is to spread a message of devotion to our mother the cow, whereby the culture of cow protection will be restored and expanded here and everywhere else in India. Throughout the entire country, cows are being cruelly neglected, and the veneration of the cow is viewed as a testimony to the backward state of Hindu traditions. However, the cow should be seen as having great economic potential. Without proper protection and veneration of the cow, India will never become great. Our politicians should be aware of this aspect of public sentiment and act accordingly. Gauyatra March in honor of the cow. 84 Kos Gauyatra sets off from Vrindavan. Report from http://www.news.virindavatoday.org. A combined effort of several activists, sadhus, sannyasis, and Bhagavata Pracharakas is making an emphatic statement about cow protections in Braj and India, based on the 84 Kos Brajdam Parikrama tradition. Their novel approach is this: along with the usual features of the Parikrama, nearly 6,000 pilgrims are being preceded by 108 members of the bovine species. To inaugurate the program on Wednesday, a meeting of cow protection activists from both inside and outside of Braj was held in a pandal on the Kumbh Mela grounds by the Yamuna. All glorified the initiative, which has been planned by Dutt Sharanananda Maharaj of Pathmita in Rajasthan, for months. Pathmita is the location of a major site for cow protection called Gopal Govardhan Goshala. Besides Sharanagati Ashram on Chatakara Road, Dutt Sharanandaji has also purchased a huge plot in Jarkar village near Kaman. This Goshala, named Brajago Abhayaranya, Forest of Fearlessness for the Cows of Braj, will host the yatra on February 28 to 29. Leading the yatra is Rajendra Das Ji Maharaj, Mahant of the Malak Peeth in Vrindavan, whose disciples are prominent in managing the event. Other leading supporters of the yatra are Karshni Guru Sharanananda Swami of Ramanreddy in Gokula, where the pilgrims will be stopping February 13. Ramesh Baba of Barsana, Bhagavata preacher Radha Krishnaji of Jodhpur, Kishore Das Mahanta of Gauralal Kunj, Janananda Maharaj of Krishna Kripa Ashram are also left, curtain in front of Radha Gopala Lal, who is being carried in his palanquin behind the cows in order to be sprinkled with their hoof dust. Participating along with many cow lovers from all over India, including Sants and Sadhus from most Sampradayas. In his statement describing the program, Rajendra Dasji said, "The cow is worshipable even to the worshipable deities of Braj, Sri Sri Shyamashyam." Krishna appeared here as a cowherd, Gopal, strengthening the Vedic culture of cow protection. But this culture is being weakened even here in Braj by the force of time. The purpose of this yatra is to spread a message of devotion to our mother the cow, whereby the culture of cow protection will be restored and expanded here and everywhere else in India. Throughout the entire country, cows are being cruelly neglected, and the veneration of the cow is viewed as a testimony to the backward state of Hindu traditions, says Rajendra Dasji. Malak Pithadishvar Swami Sri Rajendra Das Ji Maharaj Great Reverend Swami Dutt Sharanand Ji. In fact, the cow should be seen as having great economic potential. Without proper protection and veneration of the cow, India will never become great. Our politicians should be aware of this aspect of public sentiment and act accordingly. The Goshala in common is meant to not only protect the cows and provide them with a safe shelter, but to publicize the benefits of the 5 byproducts of the cow, Panchagavya, writes Sharananda in his statement to the pilgrims. We will demonstrate the beneficial and purifying effects of cow culture on the environment. We wish to awaken the spirit of service to our cow mother. Jagadananda Swami, representing Dudasharanananda Swami, praised the sadhus present at Kumbh Mela, many of whom are engaged in various cow protection activities, for their efforts, but said that so much more needs to be done. The general effects of the neglect of cows has unfortunately not left Braj itself, the center of cow culture, untouched. Even here, there has been an increase in meat eating of all kinds, even beef. The Gauyatra will hopefully counteract this trend somewhat. The evening programs at each camp will include Ras Leela performances by Rasikar Shriram Sharma. Below, devotees dressed as Sri Krishna and Balarama herd one of the cows in the procession. Horrors of pasteurized, from naturalnews.com, the vaccine-pushing, disease scaremongering agency known as the CDC, Centers for Disease Control, has put out a stunning piece of propaganda attacking fresh milk, raw dairy, claiming it is 150 times more dangerous than pasteurized milk. This is all part of their anti-American agenda to crush food freedom and criminalize fundamental farming practices upon which this very nation was founded. Yes, George Washington and the Founding Fathers drank raw milk, grew hemp, and even smoked a little weed as medicine. But what the CDC won't dare reveal to the public is the far more horrifying truth. Pasteurized dairy is produced in the dirtiest milk factories imaginable, where blood, pus, E. coli and other truly dangerous pathogens are routinely bottled into milk containers and fed to consumers. That's the whole point of pasteurization, to kill everything that might be alive in their ultra-dirty milk. The real purpose of pasteurization is not to simply make milk safe as is claimed by the CDC, but rather to allow the dairy industry to operate dirty. It's so much easier to just cook the fecal matter out of the milk. Thanks to pasteurization, conventional, non-organic, non-raw, dairy operators have no need to thoroughly wash their milking machines, no need to sterilize any milk containers, no need to wash their hands, and no need to maintain a clean milking environment whatsoever. It's just total filth with festering diseased animals dying on the floor and being physically abused by the corporate dairy operators. See video links, below. Dairy cows are routinely abused and left to suffer in total filth. Want to know how conventional, pasteurized, dairy cows are really treated? Here's something the CDC won't show you. Watch this highly disturbing video of dairy cows being kicked, tortured, abused, and injured by conventional dairy workers. This was filmed with an undercover spy cam. Warning: disturbing imagery. http://www.youtube.com watch. V = Kumtsanhawk. When you buy pasteurized milk at the grocery store, you are supporting an industry that tortures cows and produces a dirty, filthy product. Of course, the dairy industry would much rather force everybody to pasteurize their milk and outlaw clean raw dairy than pasteurized milk to clean up their own act. That's the whole point of the CDC going after raw dairy, to destroy the raw dairy industry and force everyone to drink dirty, contaminated pasteurized milk that's extracted from tortured cows. Here are some other short videos you may want to view. Warning: disturbing imagery. Dairy cow abuse. Mercy for Animals hidden camera in New York. http://www.youtube.com watch. V = The disgusting treatment of conventional dairy cows. http://www.youtube.com watch. V = GZS8P727 GVM dairy cows with injuries and infections. http://www.youtube.com/watch. V = year MJ0 Abdi's ABC Nightline, dairy farm abuse. http://www.youtube.com watch. V = Birschkvneld K. So get it through your heads, Folks, if you buy pasteurized, homogenized milk, you are supporting an industry of filth, torture, infected animals and dirty milk. The reason all that milk has to be pasteurized is because it's strongly contaminated with blood, pus, bacteria, fecal matter. In addition, conventional dairy cows are pumped full of bovine growth hormones, fed masses of antibiotics, fed tons of GMOs, heavily contaminated with chemical pesticides. That's what you get when you buy pasteurized milk. Plus the feces in the milk, of course. So the next time somebody gets mad at you in bumper-to-bumper traffic and they scream out the window, "Eat sh*T," just hand them a glass of pasteurized milk. Let them drink it. Hey? The cleanest milk in the world? Raw, fresh milk. You want to see a super clean dairy operation? Go to a raw dairy farm and check out their operation. It's the cleanest, most pristine dairy operation you'll ever find. And why? Because it has to be. If you want to produce clean, fresh dairy without pasteurization, you have to run a super clean facility with healthy cows, stringent cleanliness practices and a commitment to producing wholesome food. Only raw milk dairies have this kind of commitment to cleanliness. View this powerful comparison between pasteurized milk and raw milk. http://organicpastures.com or raw.html. In fact, if you took a gallon of unpasteurized milk from a conventional dairy and you compared it to a gallon of unpasteurized milk from a quality certified raw milk dairy, I have no doubt you would find that the conventional dairy has at least 150 times the level of blood, pus, feces, and dangerous bacteria, if not more. In contrast, raw milk from a reputable dairy operation such as Organic Pastures, www.organicpastures.com, is the cleanest milk on the planet, bar none. Sure, it has friendly bacteria in it, but that bacteria is good for you. It's probiotics. The CDC, of course, is so clueless about infectious disease that they hate all bacteria and want to destroy them all with chemicals or heat. The CDC won't dare discuss any of this, however. Instead, the CDC has resorted to what can only be called a raw milk fear-mongering campaign, using the exact same tactic they used to promote vaccine sales by pushing false swine flu fear. The only thing dirtier than pasteurized milk, it seems, is the CDC itself, which has degraded from a once respected group of actual scientists to a cabal of junk science fearmongers and political prostitutes who drop trow and bend over for big business, big pharma, big dairy, etc., at every opportunity. Instead of doing something important to stop the spread of infectious disease, like promoting vitamin D, immune-boosting nutrition, and improved sanitation, the CDC is now a total sellout to the interests of the corporate giants who feed us filth and call it food. So it's no surprise to see the CDC promoting pasteurized milk, the very product whose digestive enzymes have been destroyed so that it causes allergic reactions in those who consume it. Pasteurized, homogenized milk also promotes heart disease, obesity, autoimmune disorders, constipation, sinus congestion and many other chronic health conditions. It is the perfect food for the uninformed masses who the US government seems to be trying to keep in a state of lifelong disease and medical enslavement. Keep reading Natural News to learn more about what's wrong with conventional pasteurized dairy products. We're working on several articles covering this topic. And remember, pasteurized milk is so disgustingly dirty that if they didn't kill everything in it with heat, the liquid would probably kill you. Every one of us should protect at least one cow. I do not have the facilities to keep a cow, you may say, then at the very least you and your family can sponsor one. There should be a cow in your life, in your family's life. There cannot be any semblance of Vedic life without cow protection. Don't think that is not my problem, it is your problem. If you really want to love the Supreme Lord, Sri Krishna, then you have to love a cow. For as far as Krishna is concerned, it is a matter of love me, love my cows. You're not convinced that you need to do something now? Then please look at http://www.alv.org. /story archive/0832 dairy cruelty/dairy.php. Mercy for Animals, MFA, a powerful USA animal rights organization this week, May 25, 2010, released undercover video footage of dairy farm workers sadistically abusing cows and young calves in Ohio. One of the sadistic employees has already been arrested and charged. I could not watch even a short section of this video without sobbing in total distress. There is no way that we can be complacent, we have to act. We are distributing knowledge about cow protection but without showing the efficacy of cows and bulls in sustainable environments. We are failing Srila Prabhupada and Lord Caitanya's movement in a monumental way. We are standing by while the lives of millions of cows, bulls, and their babies are made unbearable until they are heinously tortured and killed. The vegans are screaming out about it. All due credit to them, they are even risking life and limb to show the atrocities being performed. But what are we doing? Really, what are we doing? We have small pockets of devotees usually struggling alone to display a cruelty-free culture within which the cows are the center, but on the level of an international society? Our Goshalas should be leading the world in displaying the complete value of these munificent creatures. All the cows should be an integral part of the community, free from fear, happy, healthy and receiving daily affection. Thus they will willingly produce enough milk for their babies, the deities, and the local communities to drink. Going vegan is not the answer, going Goseva is the only answer. Those families living in the country should take responsibility of at least one cow which they maintain at home or in the communal dairy. Those who live in urban areas should be sponsoring a cow at one of our Everyone Should Serve a Cow by Rasamandala Dasi worldwide Goshalas and making a commitment to drink ahimsa milk. Prabhupada has said, from economic point of view, if one man has got a cow and 4 acres of land, he has no economic problem. That we want to start. He can independently live any part of the world. Simply he must have 1 cow and 4 acres of land. Let the people be divided with 4 acres of land and a cow, there will be no economic question. All the factories will be closed. Room conversation with Allen Ginsberg, May 11, 1969, Columbus, Ohio. It wasn't that long ago when families maintained a pet cow, and in many simple rural places that is still the case with the bulls being used for cultivate the land, as I have personally seen. Similarly, our bulls should be tilling our soil, nourishing Mother Bhumi with their nutrient-rich dung and urine. As well, the dung can be used in heating stoves for cooking, as insect repellents, making dupe, etc. So many recipes. Lord Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is the prime protector of Brahminical culture and the cow. Without knowing and respecting these, one cannot realize the science of God, and without this knowledge, any welfare activities or humanitarian propaganda cannot be successful. Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 4, Chapter 21, Text 38. Purport: we all know that the two go hand in hand, so today do some research on the various Goshalas and then decide to adopt, sponsor or personally take care of a cow and make your life successful. New Gokula Farm hosted the event of Makara Sankranti this January 14, which was celebrated by a large gathering of around 200 people. Arranged by devotees from the suburbs of Sydney, the event proved a great family occasion, with around 35 families involved in offering a traditional Go Puja, conducted under the competent direction of Mr. Jatin Kumar, well known Brahmin priest of Sri Mandir in Auburn. Devotees of New Gokula who are committed to the welfare of a herd of 58 cows and bulls were naturally inspired seeing the sincere offerings of mantras and oblations directed to beseeching the blessings of Mother Cow. His Holiness Janananda Goswami, present for the inauguration of the puja, read relevant passages from the Holy Puranas extolling the imperativeness of protecting the cows and bulls, who personify religious principles and in whom all devatas have chosen to reside. As directed in the Vedic scriptures, happiness in human society cannot manifest without appropriate protection of our worshipable Mother Cow, who by the Supreme Lord's divine arrangement, is the most magnanimous benefactor of human society among all species of animals. The 7 cows chosen to represent the herd enjoyed plentiful green hay and grains, while the ceremonies were performed and were then returned to the adjacent pastures, reminding devotees of the pastime of herding cows performed personally by Lord Sri Krishna himself, 5,000 years ago in Vrindavan. Accompanied by blissful Sankirtan, the new Narati was performed to the deity forms of Sri Sri Radha Gokulananda, and then a wonderful sumptuous feast containing plentiful fresh milk products such as paneer, yogurt, and ghee was joyfully honored by all the devotees. The occasion was duly completed in true Gujarati style by the pastime of kite flying enjoyed by the young as well as the young at heart. Scores of colorful kites decorated the skies above New Gokula, sailing gracefully in the pleasant afternoon breezes. As the sun descended in the west, unwilling children were herded into their vehicles, whilst parents assured them that they would surely return to New Gokula farm for more adventures in the very near future. There seemed to be a unanimous vote to establish an annual Makara Sankranti festival and to bring friends along to this uplifting holy day. Makara Sankranti at New Gokula Farm, Australia. Radhika departs. Those of you who have visited Care for Cows undoubtedly met Radhika, a female nilgai, Antelope Boselaphus tragacamelus, who joined us in 2006. She lost her mother in her infancy, and in a desperate search she wandered into the village of Kiki Nagla and survived by the favor of a lactating cow. When the cow's owner discovered that the infant nilgai had stolen milk from his cow, he brought the calf to us and asked us to provide her milk. We bottle-fed her with cow's milk for 1 year and she lived peacefully amongst our herd. Other nilgais were brought to us, and before long Radhika gave birth to twins, see below, fathered by Janardana, who is still with us. Radhika was kind, gentle and affectionate and stole the heart of many visitors. The cause of her death is not clearly known. The vet suspected pneumonia, yet others thought it was due to overeating cabbage, spinach, and cauliflower leaves brought to her from our organic garden. Earlier this year Radhika gave birth to one healthy bull calf who is adjusting to carry on without her. We all miss her gentle and friendly presence in the Goshala and vow to be more careful not to overfeed the residents. She has been buried near our new cow shed, and we are planting a peepal tree in her memory just where her body is buried. A Gurji Unin A Venkataraman Aditi Sathai Alina Yershova Amit Goswami Anil Kumar Anjania Dasa Anonymous Anuradha Kavlamudi Ariel Telford Artem Polygalan Ashta Murugesun Avinash Biravala Borisovspian Karl and Stella Hersig CFG Studios /GFC Studio Chandra Sikara Dasa Chandrika Pasupati Christian Katzner Kori Churdar Wilaj Togarina Jarati Damodara Dasa Danil Kolobeev Derek Carol Dev Dish Charitable Trust Devender Kumar Dina Sarana Dasa Doyle Govinda Dasa Drive. Rakesh Agrawal Elena Emalenko Elena Nikiforov Garan Gapriya Dasi Hansarupa Dasa Hunul Bandari Jagannath Rao Jasasai Sudha Dasa Janaki Romano Jayadeva Dasa Jenny Jensen Johan Wallander John Foot Jurgen Jensen Zhao Zupan Polo Cholaja Ruch Jova Kamala Meltsak Kantalal Shivlal Kavita Shah Kitri Waterman Christina Jeshiat Lordana Korakalud Mila Gaffner Madhava Priya Dasi Madhavi Guntupali Mandiram Mani and Sri Govinda Marina Gritse Mark Lee Mary L Valerio Meenakshi Sundars Thuraman Milan Tadalovic. Mohan Prabhu Naidu Nalini Gagar Nayan Rupar Elia. May cows stay in front of me, may cows stay behind me, may cows stay on both sides of me. May I always reside in the midst of cows. Hari Bhakta Vilas 16.252. The cows send their heartfelt thanks to those who assisted during February 2012. Thank you from the cows. Neelsh Narayan Padma Inc. Panthea McKnight Pure Heart Pyri Mohan Dasa Rachel Borsh Radha Patti Dasa Rahul Sharma Ramabhadra Dasa Rasmandela Dasi Ravi Gopal Ryan Cohen JB Hari Rohini Sudha Dasa Sanjeev Keswani Sradhar Rajkumar Srinivasan Ganesan Swada Ajanovic Suman Lada Saini Svetlana Gritse Svetlana Sanatina Tracy Molina Uday Kiran Gopalam Vakantha Dasa Valentina Maziliuk Venkata Venkateswaran Venkatesh Raghavan Vijay Sharma Vikas Shah Vladimir Shlepkofya Janavakaya Dasa Yuval NIV